Okay, guys, I am going to show you how to create the Wizer classroom from scratch. It's pretty easy, so I'm going to kind of show you the steps that I used to do those things. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. Okay, so here's my screen, and I'm wanting to create a new worksheet. So I'm going to click Create New Worksheet. And at this time, I can choose any of these layouts. If I want to have trees, I could choose that. I could change the color of the text here. I could choose something from here. I could choose something from here. Kind of whatever your preference is, how you want your classroom to look. So you'll notice over here, it's just, this is your basic screen. So it's just going to be that. And then these little buttons at the bottom, which you'll use to build your worksheet for your students for a day. So what I start off doing is I decide what I want for content. So what do you want to pick? You want to keep it easy to start out. So you want to pick maybe a couple spelling activities, maybe a math activity, maybe a video. Maybe you want to use a link. I guess that's your personal preference. Some don't want to use a link. When I made mine, I did not use an outside link because I wanted to keep them on the same page without having to click back and forth and kind of getting lost in where they were at. So I'm going to start off by showing you how I would get my digital content. Some of you have files with everything downloaded from Wonders, so you can just access those files. And some of you just get onto the Wonders program. So I'm just going to show you how I would quickly go pull a few things. So I would go into Wonders, and this is not the area I want to be in. So I'm going to actually just back out of that. So I'm going to go in here and I'm just going to pick what do I want my kids to learn, just like you normally do for your lesson plans. What do I want them to learn on Monday? I'm setting up Monday's slide. And so usually we start off with some spelling. So I might click into the spelling reproducible. And this is where it's going to make it quick and easy for you. So here I want the spelling list. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this spelling list right from here. And I'm going to do that by hitting, you'll hit Windows, Shift, S at the same time. So I'm hitting Windows, Shift, S. And you see these crosshairs will come up, and I'm going to highlight what I want to have, what I want to grab. And when I do that, on my computer, it puts it on my desktop. But in yours, it's going to put it in a clipboard, and I will show you how to access your clipboard so you can get all those files later. So I have my spelling list that I want to use, and then maybe I want to have some grammar practice. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hit Windows, Shift, S, and I'm going to grab this item. Maybe I want to, so I'm going to close this one out. Maybe I want to have, let's see, go. Maybe I want to have this. Maybe I want to give this as an introduction. I'm going to do the same thing. I see this on my screen. I'm going to move my face because otherwise we'll screenshot that. I'm going to move that over. Same thing. I'm going to hit Windows, Shift, S, and I'm going to grab this. All right. So I've just picked up 3 pieces of content. I can continue. It just really depends on what you want to give to your student. I can also go over here, a lot of us have those teacher pay teacher resources, right? Big folders full of those. So I'm going to go into my file, and maybe I want to go into chapter 5 math journal. So there's these math journal pages that I have. Okay. So I'm going to look through these and I'm going to decide which one of these do I want. Okay, I want to have this one. So again, I'm going to move my face out of the way because we don't want to grab that. And I am going to hit Windows Shift S, and I'm going to get my crosshairs, and I'm just going to grab this piece. And I'm going to tell you why we're taking it out of PDF form, because some of those little buttons down there don't want a PDF, they want an image. And so you can use an image everywhere in Wizer, so I prefer to turn it into an image file. So I decided I wanted that as my math activity for today. And then I will close this file out, and I'm going to go back here. Then maybe I want something, maybe I want an actual just math page because my students are taking home their math book for school. So it'll be the same type of assignment. So I'm going to go over to my student edition ebook. And I'm going to decide, I think you all decided that you're going to do chapter 7. You're doing chapter 7, money and time. So then I'm going to go into lesson 1. And I don't think I want to use that one. I don't think that will be very easy, but I think I could use this one with my students. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hit Windows Shift S, and it brings these crosshairs up, and I'm going to click and drag over the item that I want to grab. And now I have that. So I feel like that's enough pieces of content to get started building my slides. So I'm going to go back to my platform here. And one of those was a spelling activity. So I want them to fill in over the image. So I'm going to click fill in on an image. And now it gives me, this is my tool to fill in on the image. So you can in this one, you can choose a PDF. You choose one page of a PDF. So if you have a PDF file already, you could choose the one page from it by clicking it. It will bring up your files. I'll show you what that looks like. So that would just bring up your files. So I want to go to my downloads and choose something from there. But for me, I have it as an image, so I can show you how you can go about that. So I could click the image to upload. And mine are stored on my desktop, and this is the point where if you want your clipboard, and it's going to pop up right over here, and I can't show you because I'm using a Mac, but if you hit Windows V at the same time, your clipboard will pop up here, and you will just literally click and pull that file right here, and it will upload it. So this, I'm pretending this is my clipboard, and I'm going to look for my image that I downloaded. I'm just going to use any one of these just because to save time. So I'm going to open, well, this one's not a write-in on one. So let's go to the spelling one. I'm going to open it. Okay. And so now it is right down here. There's my image. So here is where you're going to title that, and I'm going to put spelling practice. Okay. And then whatever you want the directions for the student to be, you're going to type those in here. So I'm going to say, please listen along as I say it, spell it, say it. Then fill in then click the blinking dots to type the spelling words. So here is where I'm going to start recording my voice instructions for those kids that they don't read the instructions well and they need that verbal assistance. So I'm going to click here and fill in my voice response. So I am literally going to say spelling practice. Please listen along as I say it, spell it, say it. Then click the blinking dots to type the spelling words. Then it's still going to be recording. I'm going to click down here and I'm going to say word 1, dare, D-A-R-E, dare. Word 2, stare, S-T-A-R-E, stare. And I'm going to continue saying that all the way until the end. And then when I've finished reading everything on this page to them, I'm going to hit stop because it's going to give you I'll show you. It says record audio. So right now it's recording what I'm saying. And I can keep talking. I can read an entire book to the kids. And then when I'm finished, I'm going to hit stop. And so everything that I have said out loud is going to be in that audio recorder, and I'm going to hit upload so that that audio is attached. So now I'm done with this. Well, I have not done. So now I have the option where I can click, and this is where they can fill their responses in. And you simply just click. And if I want it to auto-correct for them, I'm going to type in the correct spelling, D-A-R-E. And I'm going to click here and put S-T-A-R-E. And I'm going to click here, F-A-R-E. And I will click here, H-A-I-R. You get the idea. I'll do that anywhere where I want them to fill in a response, anywhere where I want it to auto-correct, give them auto feedback back. If they've typed it incorrectly, it will say it's correct. If they've typed it in incorrectly, it will show incorrect, and you won't have to correct those things on your own. So I'm happy with that. I haven't gone and clicked these all in, but I can do that. Okay, and I'm just gonna simply say done. And that is my first page item, and it's ready for them to fill out right there. So now maybe I have, let's just say I want to do the drawing activity, okay? So I want to do something that they can draw on. So maybe I'm choosing, I haven't decided what I want to do, but you'll have in your head what item you want to have next for your students. So I'm going to go in here to my images. So this is one where you have to use an image. You can't use a PDF file. And that's why I just take a screenshot of everything so that I don't have to be like, I have to go back and get that. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say I'm going to choose this. Is probably not the choice I do that, but say I want them to draw on this. And I'm going to hit open. And it's going to load down here. And there's my page. I'm just going to leave it the size it is as it comes in. And here I'm going to say, title it, whatever you want to say, 7.1, 7.1 math. And whatever instructions I want them to do. So click play to listen to me explain the assignment. Then use the drawing tool or type tool to answer A-N-S-W-E-R the questions. And here I'm going to record my voice instructions for those kids that need it. So I'm going to say, I'll click it and I'll record 7.1 math. Click to play to listen to me explain the assignment. Then use the drawing tool or type tool to answer the questions. And I'll go down and I'll say model and draw. 10 cents. Looks like 10 cents. That is a dime. C with the line through it is the cent sign. 5 cents. 5 cents. Nickel. you know, you get the idea. Explain the lesson as you would in class. And then if you leave it in this one, this doesn't have those blinking dots because it's not fill in. So I might have chosen the fill in one on this assignment, but this is just an example of the draw tool. So they can use the pen tool to write this stuff out on this assignment. So they could write 5 cents. And that's why I probably would use a type tool here because it's not very easy. 5 cents, 10 cents. But you might like that for them where they can use the drawing and the typing, or so they could come up here and do 15 cents. Whoops, 15 cents. So they have the choice to use either one of those as a response and click in here. I kind of like using the blinking dots on these pages because they can, they know all the spots they need to answer the question. So if they had to put a response in each one, then you could do the dots. But we did the picture one just for an example. And then maybe I want to go here and say my total is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26 cents, 26 cents. So this one on your end as a teacher, you're going to, if it's the draw tool, you're going to have to visually get that worksheet back and you're going to have to provide feedback on your end for that. So you get the idea there. And so I've typed my instruction, given my voice instruction, and I would leave this blank because they would type in here. So I was just showing you what they could do on their end. And then I would click, I'm going to erase all these just so you see that I don't want to have those. So I do this little hand to highlight the item, and then I click delete. And I click on that and I click delete. And each little thing that I drew, so when we're not drawing usually, so it won't take that much time for us to delete things because we're usually deleting a whole item. So, but that shows you how you could explain to your students if they had a question. I did explain it in that video that I made for the students how to do this. So they would have an explanation of that. And I'm finished with that worksheet. I'm ready for them to just be able to draw and type on it. All right, that one is done. So then maybe I want to do a sorting activity next, like the word sort. And so maybe I'm just going to do ow. And then I need to add another group because I want to have more selections. So I click that, OU. And maybe I'm just typing things in. And then maybe I want another group that's other. Okay. And I am done with that. So here is the items that are going to go in that category. So I might put a sock in that category, which wouldn't be correct, and hit enter, and then doll and enter, and fish. Obviously, these are not correct answers. And then this category is going to have house and mouse and whatever, however many items you want in there. This one will have beans, rice, chicken, and this one will have fiddlesticks, enter, something else, enter, whatever you want in there. So when the students sort them, if they didn't drag it to this particular category, it's going to auto-correct and it's going to give them correct response or incorrect response. And so again, each one of these you want to say word sort. That's your title. And then please click on the word and choose which place it goes in. And then again, I'm going to record my verbal instructions. And when I'm finished, I am going to hit done. Okay, so now you see we've kind of built up this page. We've got 3 different items on there. I want to show you how like if you did just wanted to ask, so maybe you put a video in here. I'll show you how to do that. So we have a video that we want to put in, or a link to like your student webpage, or if you want to put a link to like National Geographic Kids or to Epic for reading books or whatever it is that you're choosing, you would click link. And maybe I'm just going to use this for example. The link you get up here, so you hit Command or Control C, and then here in your worksheet, you're going to enter your link here, Control V. All right, so now there's a link here to that item. Obviously, I'm not going to give them a link to our teacher page, but then you can give them a title. So say National Geographic Waters. And it's going to put that with the link. So when they click on that, and you'll say, read this article and come back and answer the question below. Okay, so it gives them the link. They click on this, and this is what it's going to look like to them. So this one with a link, it actually doesn't give you the ability to do a voice instruction on that one, but you are able to put in the link. All right, so then I hit done, and that item is in there. So now maybe they read that article and you want to ask them just an open-ended question about that. So I click that. That's the next thing I want to happen. So I'll click that and I'll say, where do otters live? Question mark. So they can give me a voice or a video or a verbal response. So I'm going to say, tell me where otters live by typing a response, leaving a voice response, or leaving a video response. Okay, and then I can record my instructions here again. So I'm going to click that and I'm going to say, where do otters live? Tell me where otters live by typing a response, leaving a voice response, or leaving a video response. Done. Upload. And if you can see why this is helpful, it's because it's pulling all of your stuff. It's giving them those verbal instructions. You can I can record a video right now. I'm not going to record a video because I'm already recording a video, but I can click this and start recording a video and upload it and leave that there for them as well. So this is all in one spot where you can interact with them. And I am done with that one. I don't want to do that anymore. Okay, so then what is another one? So I'm going to show you how to do this one in a different video. And then the YouTube video one also, I'll just go up here and I will, how to navigate your Wizer classroom. Okay, so here is my video that I made for them. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to hit pause right now because I don't want to play it. Okay, and I am going to copy this link. So I do that by hitting Control C. And then I'm going to go back to my interactive worksheet and I want to put that video in here. So right here's the YouTube video link. So I'm going to hit Control V. And it should populate down here at the bottom. That actually might not have given me the correct link. So let's go back up here and see. Okay, so that was a poor example. So I'm going to give you a better example because you're going to probably have, usually at the bottom of the YouTube video, which mine doesn't have because I have them set to private, you'll be able to click this little arrow that tells you to share the video and get the link. So I'm going to show you on my dashboard where I've created, not in there, where I've created videos. So I'm gotta move my face here. Okay, so in here, I'm going down to my YouTube channel. This is where I created videos. I'm gonna close that one because we don't need it. Okay, and then I'm going to my videos. And then I'm going to, for some reason in here, I have to click that I'm gonna upload a video. And then I'm just not gonna do that. And then these are videos I made. This is my YouTube channel, which I sent you a video on how to record yourself in Zoom. So this is what that looks like after you're finished and uploaded it. So I wanted to do this one. So I'm clicking here and I'm getting my shareable link. So now it's copied to my clipboard, which means the next time I go in here and when I hit, I'm going to delete that. When I hit Control V, it has the link. And then I'm going to put my title here. So I'm going to say introduction video. Okay. And I'm not going to leave a voice response on a video thing. I'm not sure why this isn't popping up the video right now. It usually pops up the video. So I'm going to say done and see what happens here. Okay, done. Should have put, I'm going to try that one again. Interesting that it's not putting it up there. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that and get back to you on that because normally it pulls my video right up. It doesn't give a link outside to my video. So I don't like that that is doing that right now. Making an outside link and labeling it. It should be, unless I'm doing something wrong. So if I don't want something, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna delete it. And I also don't want, let's see, video. It's really interesting that that's not doing, I'm gonna get my shareable link again. I'm gonna go back here. It usually puts a video right down here. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. So we're gonna troubleshoot that a little bit because that shouldn't just be a link. Anyways, I can also show you how to embed a video. I'm gonna do a different video on embedding because it's really easy. It's copy and paste also. It's just, it'll just take me a few more steps. And I wanted to show you about embedding slides and embedding videos at the same time. And some of you aren't going to use videos anyways, or you can just use the videos right in here. So I can, if you don't want to learn about that, you don't have to. So you can also do the multiple choice and say, where do tigers live? You can say in the jungle, in a tree, in a house. And if you want to add more answers, you could do all of the above. Oops. Okay, and then you have to select which one of these are correct. So if all of the above was correct, then you would click all of these. Or actually, all of the above would be the correct answer. If in a house was correct, you would click in a house, and that's going to provide them that automatic feedback that I was talking about. So I like the variety of activities. I liked the matching activity. We can, oh, and I hit done because I'm done with that one. Okay. So then you see that's the next item. So where do tigers live? And then you get it, they choose this multiple choice. Maybe you give them something to read before that. And then this next one is matching pairs. So matching activity. Again, you give your instructions. You can click here to record your audio for your students. And then you go here, dime, 10 cents. And then hit enter or click off of it. And now it gives you the next item. And you put nickel and you do 5 cents. The other cool thing about this is, so with this screenshot item, you can actually add, so here where it says add media, if you click on this and you click this plus says add media, you can use, you could say a verbal thing and then they have to match it to the word on the right, or you can put in an image. So what I did with that, I used my, well, I'll just show you as an example. You can go anywhere on the internet and say you wanted a picture of a dime, and that's why I'm saying that screenshot tool is so valuable. So you hit Windows, Shift, S, and then I just want this little picture here. So I use my crosshairs and I just grab this little picture, okay? And then when I click on here and I want to add my image, I pick my image, and again on yours it would be Windows V pulls up your thing, and then you could just drag it on there, I believe, and then you would type matching like 2 girls. So this has a lot of options with it also, and then you would hit done. But I think it's cool down the road, definitely not at first, is that you can differentiate instruction, and I haven't dug into that part, but that's pretty cool part as well. So then I just hit done, and you can do, I haven't done a word search puzzle because I felt like just to start kind of these fill in and matching and sorting were kind of really, and maybe a few drawing activities and that fill in on an image were enough to get started. But you see that it's really easy. It's kind of like the same steps each time to pull all your content together and deliver it to them in one place. Okay, so I did that, and that's what it's going to look like on my end. Okay, and so let's just say I'm happy with that. I'm happy with starting, and I have my however many items that I've put up here. I'm like, that is a good start for today. Okay, and so I'm going to hit save. So I want to save. What did this say? I gotta move my face again. Oh, so here you have to do your subjects. So it gives you all these subjects here. And I'm just going to say other because it's multiple subjects. And then we choose what grade level. So it's 2nd grade. And then we can save it. So we do have to choose a subject and a grade and then hit save. And that will have saved all your work. This is your worksheet that you have for your students. And now I want to go review and see what it's going to look like for the student. And I see that, yep, I only entered that many dots on there. That looks like it. And it has my audio instructions for them to listen to. And then I say, yep, that's how my math activity looked for them. And that's how that looked for them. There's my link and my question. And there's my multiple choice and my matching activity. And this, see, this is what it's going to look like to them. They're going to do that, or they're going to click one of these. So now I'm like, you know, that is the most perfectest thing I've ever made. So I'm going to assign it to them. And so here is where you can click this link and you hit create assignment. Oh, and I want automatic feedback on. So any of those ones that are true or false or matching or anything like that is going to give them automatic feedback. So I do want that automatic feedback on, okay? And then here is where you can assign it. You can click to assign through your Google Classroom if you have that set up and that's what you want to use, or you can assign it via a link. And so this is the link right here. So you click that and this is why it say you have to do copy, paste, and screenshot. So then you hit Control C to copy that. Okay. And then maybe you want to send it in an email. So you go to your email and you just do Control V to paste that into the email. Maybe you want to give it to them through Class Dojo. So you go to Class Story, or you go to each individual, you just go to Class Story and you would click Control V. Here is Monday's assignment, Control V, and that links there. And then the student will sign in with their Gmail account, their student Gmail account. And then maybe you want to do it through Seesaw, however you want to do it. That's how you'll assign it, just that one link. All right. And then I'm going to close this. And then here is where you'll find your answers on this same platform. Then when the student has completed their assignment, there's going to be a dashboard down here. And I will actually go here. And I'm just going to show you just because so you can see all of the bits and pieces of this. So this is me emailing the link, and I'm going to email it from me, compose. To not hold into my other email. I test stuff out like this all the time. And then I hit Control V. There's the link. And then put Monday's work. And I'm going to send it to myself. And then I am going to go open my email up there. I'm going to answer some questions so you can see how to give the feedback from your end as well. So it has not come through yet, so I'm going to wait a minute. All right, so I'm going to click back out and wait. We'll go back over here and we'll click the interactive worksheet. Refresh that, check my inbox. There we go. All right, so this is what the student's gonna see. They're gonna get this link, Monday's work. That's all they're gonna have, the one thing. Click on it. Now I'm the student. And obviously this would have a title up here, but it does not have a title right now because we didn't put a title in there. And this loading. So now I'm going to enter dare. And I'm going to do that. And I might go down here and draw on this a little bit. And I might go here and type in some text because I'm the student. Okay. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to choose my categories. And then I could click on my link. I can type in, hi, teacher, you are the best. I can record a voice response. Hey friend, I don't understand how to do this activity. And they hit upload. And then I'm going to answer my question. I'm going to drag my responses here. And I'm going to click hand in my work. It says, now's a good time to go over your answers. Check your answers. I'm going to confirm and hand in my work. It says, this is what the student's going to see now. Assignment is completed. Feedback's below. So they got 2 out of 4 on their spelling practice, and they saw that right away. This, they're going to wait. You're going to provide feedback, which I'll show you that in just a second. And then here in the word sort, they only got 1 out of 10. Here would be where you would provide feedback because it's a long response. Here, they had a voice answer. What's? Hey friend, I don't understand. There's the voice answer. I better check that. Where do tigers live? It was not in a tree. That was the wrong answer. We got 1 out of 3 here, correct? Okay, they can't do anything with this now. They can't go back and check it. But on your end, where we have answers, let's hit refresh. Now it shows that students turned in the work, okay? So we're going to see, this is gonna be your dashboard, okay? And they only got 4 out of 20. And their total time spent was 2 minutes, and it is locked. But here you can provide a comment, feedback. You can say, hey, can you go back and check your work again? And then you can say you love it. You can say, you did such a great job on this assignment, fantastic work. You can do a video response to them. Maybe you hold something up with a whiteboard and say, hey, this is how I would solve this. It gives you only about 30 seconds on the video. That's the only downfall with this. So that is the assignment there. And then maybe you leave, this gave auto feedback. But you could say at the top, say, go back and type your spelling words correctly, and you can open this back up and they can check that. You can leave feedback on this one, like it, love it, type something here, leave a voice or video. This next one, leave feedback on it, do voice or video, love it. And then, so for each one of these things, you can respond on that, okay? So now you're going to go up here, move my face again, and hit apply feedback. So I apply that feedback, okay? And then I'm going to see if I get it back right away. So I'm gonna hit refresh maybe. Feedback is below. Let's see if, oh, there we go. There's the feedback you left for them. Hey, can you go back and check your work? I also left voice feedback. You did such a great job on this assignment. Fantastic. Okay. And they see that little heart that you loved it. And then down here, and you've got this feedback. So that's where all that feedback is provided. Also on here, so I can't change anything right now. I mean, I can draw on this, but I can't change any of these answers right now, I don't think, because unless I unlocked it. Did I unlock it? Open, locked. Okay, so then they could go back and make corrections if you opened it back up for them. Otherwise, it's locked. All right, so that is kind of the general outlining of it. I can definitely show more things. I think that's enough to get started with. I think they only need a couple things, and maybe you put a video in there. I don't think it has to be super detailed. And I am going to make a different video with the embedding slides because Sharon makes those slides, and it's really cool that you can embed them in there and they're fully active. And I'm also going to make a video that shows you how to make some quick slides that you could put in there as well. Really fast, not a lot of tech skills involved. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I hope that was helpful. I just wanted to kind of go slowly through it and show you how long it would take to build something small at first and then kind of like grow depending on where this goes. But I just thought it's nice to have it all in one spot and pull all of your materials into one place and make it nice and easy for the students with those voice and video tools. So hopefully that is helpful. I'm going to stop recording now and make some other videos.